my channel. My name is Baba Bonmedi, and today I want to talk to you about 6 things you should never do at an interview. Let's get on with it. The first is arriving unprepared. You should make sure that you are always prepared for an interview. Even if you receive the invitation to the interview 2 days before the interview, make sure that you go to the company's website, look at their vision, their mission, and their values. Whenever you are talking before the interview panel and you add their values, their mission, it makes them know that you know the company very well and what they stand for. And you should also know that most companies are not just looking for hard skills, but also soft skills. So when you know their soft skills and what they require in terms of relationship management, which is usually embedded in their vision and mission, it really helps. So please always make sure that you are prepared for an interview. Preparation can also refer to your skills matching the role or the specification of the role that you are going to take. So make sure that you are preparing in terms of mental preparation of how does my skills or experiences in the past match this role or match the specifications of the role. So for example, if the role says that we need somebody to we need you to come and lead, then you should mentally prepare examples of how you have led in your previous organization, so that when you are answering that question, you already have examples of how you meet that specification. Let's move on to the next one. Dressing inappropriately. For those who know me, I'm always dressed down, a simple girl, no rush girl, but then when it comes to interview, I don't joke at all. I always make sure that I am dressed appropriately, I'm dressed professionally. You can never err when it comes to professionalism when you dress properly to an interview. So make sure that you are dressing your best, but of course you are dressing also looking at the culture of the institution, because some experts say that you should check the culture of the organization. So for example, if they like wearing jeans and t-shirts, then you wear that. But please, my advice is that, well, that will be in another society, but if you are in Ghana, in Africa, or in any part of the world, I believe that when it comes to interviewing, you should always make sure that you are dressed properly, you are dressed professionally. Let's go to the next one. Being negative. Do not be negative at an interview, please. So when you are talking to the interview panel and you are sharing your experiences, what they want to be doing is trying to see whether you're a negative person. So they will be asking you leading questions. And if you fall in the trap, then you will end up lambasting your company. For example, telling them that, oh, this company, they don't do this. I was so much this, so much that. I was under a lot of pressure. They were hippie. So when you are doing that, you are complaining. And the idea is that when we take you on board, soon you'll be complaining about us. So make sure that you always stay positive. Focus on what you are bringing on board. The past experiences that I have and how it can influence your company. That is it. Don't complain about your past company. So I'll give a typical example of, maybe I always say that this example is only my husband who will understand. When maybe they ask you so why are you leaving your previous your company? Then you say that I'm dying there. There's nothing there. There's no challenge and all that. So basically, while this is very true and honest, what as an interviewer I would think is that, okay, so when you come to my company and we have some form of inactivity for a period, what is going to happen is that you're also going to complain about us instead of being innovative and finding time and space to make sure that you are doing something that will bring something new to the organization. So please don't complain. And then in the waiting room, where maybe you go to an interview and maybe you are like 5 or 10 people, you are supposed to wait in line for your turn. And then 30 minutes turns to 1 hour, and then 1 hour is going to 2 hours. And as human as you are, if you don't take care, you end up, rambling, or it will show in your face and all that. No matter what, the day will be over. So my advice is that when you are there, make sure that you keep a very positive outlook. And if anybody will ask you that, oh, we are sorry, we are running late, then tell them that, oh, it's fine. I scheduled this day for the interview, so it is fine. And also something, out of maybe it doesn't really happen is maybe sometimes some companies will plant a mole among you whilst you are sitting there. So whilst you are waiting and complaining, why are these people doing that? They told us 12 o'clock, we are here, it's 3 o'clock, we are still sitting here. Somebody is among you who is noting that attitude and seeing how you actually accommodate pressure and how you solve problems of that nature. And also, even sometimes, even if there is not a mole who is also dressed for an interview among you, there might be cameras hidden somewhere, which is looking at how you are, responding to everything, the situation that is happening at the moment. So please make sure that you keep a very positive outlook. Don't be negative throughout the day that you are at the premises where you are taking the interview. But please, I don't want you to go to an interview looking around for cameras or looking at your colleagues as if, trying to blame each other for being a mole or suspecting, that's the better word, suspecting each other for being moles. Yeah. Okay, so that's that for now. Apart from being negative, the next one is not matching your experience to the job specification. And I keep saying this and I can't stress it enough. You need to make sure that you pick the job you're applying for, the specification. When I say specification, you see where they will, sometimes some of the companies will say what you will do, then it will be listed there. And then they can also say who you are, and then they can list it there. So those things, you must make sure that you have examples mentally prepared to answer those questions, because basically the interview is actually going to be based on that. So for example, if you pick this specification, then you tell them that, okay, in company A or B, I did this, I did that. Or in company C, I did this, I did that, right? So make sure that you are mentally prepared, matching your experiences with the job specification, so that any question that comes in any of the job specification, I mean that the role, they have said you are coming to do, each one of them, pick each one of them and have example from your past organization, what you have done before, so that anytime they ask you, you can tell them, right? Let's move on to the next one. Rambling and over talking. Okay, so please don't ramble, don't over talk. When you are asked a question, go straight to the point. For example, you are asked, this is a programming role. Can you tell us whether you have an experience or what experience you have in programming? Then you go like, yes, I am a programmer. I have a lot of experience programming. I have done a number of projects. And, those times when I was in this organization, we used to do a lot of projects. And, well, I did a number of programming tasks. And sometimes the language is here and there. You are rambling, you are over talking. So a good answer will be that, yes, I have experience in programming, and the language that I am very convenient with is Python. I used Python in my previous organization, and currently the organization I work with, we also use Python. And I know that in this organization, you may probably be using another language like maybe C++ or something else. But as an experienced programmer, I don't have any problem switching to other programs, and I'm also willing to learn. But apart from that, Python is right now the current language that is trending, and I believe that experience will be very helpful to the organization. Straight to the point. Yay, you got it. So you see, just straight to the point like that, and it works. So that's that for that point. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is paying attention to nonverbal cues, or since I'm saying things you shouldn't do, not paying attention to nonverbal cues. So simple things like maybe someone was shaking you and you don't give a firm handshake, you just go like this, or you act all scared and all that. We all have the butterflies during interviews. Everyone have them. But then being able to control them and acting confident and, putting just a little smile on your face really helps. Also, it also helps to also give us an eye contact, make sure that you are looking into their face when they are talking to you. If you are looking elsewhere, especially, I attended one online interview and we were three being interviewed, and the guy was doing something else, even browsing on somewhere else. Because when the conversation gets long, then we begin to see your nonverbal cues, when you begin to scratch your head or you begin to, then your attitude begin to come out, so please make sure that you comport yourself, you keep an eye contact, the things, even maybe making remarks or like you have to check all those nonverbal cues. So whilst you are in the interview, we'll make sure that you are attentive and you are ready to answer the question they have. You are giving a smile, you are looking at them, you are listening to them, you ask questions. So when they tell you or they ask you something and you don't understand, you ask for clarification, and that is really fine. It tells your interviewers that you are ready for the work and you are a very enthusiastic person and you are passionate about the job. So I think that's all for now. Yes, I will do another video, a follow-up video on more things that you can do or how you can prepare for your interview. But then that is if you are going to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that I'll be more motivated, and do more videos for you. But then feel free to tell me some of the topics relating to job search or interviewing that you want me to talk about. Interview is a time where you have to showcase your skill, your best of self. So please go and impress them. Best of luck in your next interview. Bye.